Is this a Nintendo 64 game I'm looking at here? This cannot be a PC game from 2006. I refuse to believe that. Impossible. If somebody was to tell me this, I would call them a liar and kick them in the shin. But alas, it is true. My friends, this is a PC game from 2006. The graphics here, it looks like the golf equivalent of hard driving for the Sega Genesis. Completely unacceptable graphics for the time period it was released in. But you guys know I'm not a graphics whore. I could care less about graphics. I love good gameplay. And I'm not gonna lie, the gameplay here is pretty solid. It's not great, it has a lot of weird glitches. First of all, the thing you have to realize is this is mini golf and not regular golf. So the ball is not going to be flying 400 yards up in the air. It's always basically gonna be rolling on the ground unless there is some kind of Rube Goldberg contraption set up for you to put the ball into to progress further. Saying that, the physics are still a bit clunky. Like when you hit an obstacle, you hit a wall, it doesn't bounce off like it would in real life. It doesn't really feel like the physics are as realistic as they could be. And sometimes the ball just doesn't want to go in the hole, no matter what you do. In a lot of levels, that flag is strategically put into the hole to keep balls out of it. It is a ball repellent flag. But once you get past all this, once you get used to the unrealistic physics of the game, it actually becomes fun. It's fun mini golf, for at least for a little while. The graphics are, although they're bad, they're colorful and it's fun to play. But here's the point where that gameplay fun is completely and utterly ruined. You're playing golf against basically no one. There's no NPCs to play against in the game. Oh sure, you still get birdies and bogeys and albatrosses and double bogeys and whatnot, so you can kinda keep track of if you're doing bad or good, but there's really no one to play against. Like in any normal golf game, there would at least be an NPC. So say you get a birdie or a bogey, the NPC would get something else, and maybe the NPC would get the same thing as you, or maybe the NPC would do better in the hole or worse. You don't even have to show the NPC playing. You just say, opposing player got this, and now you have someone to play against, at least. This game doesn't have that. You're just getting a score, you're trying to get a good score, you're not playing against anyone except basically your own score. You could get another player to sit down and try to beat your score, but it's like, what the fuck? There's no competitive nature in this game. There's nothing to make you want to keep playing. There's no point. You're not playing against anyone. That's the whole point of golf. It's a sports game. It is a competitive sport. But Stan, is that really reason enough to call this an awful game? You bet it fucking is. Well, that and the graphics. Imagine a baseball game where nobody kept score. People would just fucking run around the bases. If you were out, you just stay on the base. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just a casual game, right? Nothing matters. Imagine a hockey game where your own team scored in your own net. I mean, technically, it doesn't matter. Everyone's just having fun, LOL. There needs to be some type of logic and competition in place for sports games. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just a maniac who actually wants sports games to be sports games and not a complete fucking waste of time. Is this like a mini golf practice simulator? I mean, that's the only way I could see this game having absolutely no objectives, but it isn't. It would call itself a mini golf practice simulator if it was one. You know, something you give to your kids who are trying to become professional golfers or something. That's just not what the game is. That's not what it calls itself. That's not the point of the game. It actually has challenge in the title. 1001 Mini Golf Challenge. Without any motherfucking challenge! Thanks for watching. this game gets a 4 out of 10 because it still is fun to play, and I can look past the graphics. Goodbye, my friends.